We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Ocgn, Ocugen Inc. I have not talked about this one for some time. We tracked this one together for a really long time, for months. And we talked about all the times when it went upwards, when it went downwards, and how this is a news-driven stock, right? This stock gets driven by good news on Covaxin, and a lot of the momentum that has happened has to do with that. So we're going to break it all down here in this video. But before we jump into it, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. Check out the link down below in the description, and we're going to jump right into it here with Ocgn. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, even though the S&P 500 index continues to struggle to get back to all-time highs and portfolios are sitting sideways or in the red. I will continue to look for opportunities daily, and this is something you can become part of as well by joining us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And this is what we strive for every single day, opportunities like these. Now, OPAD was one of the stocks I mentioned this morning, GRVI and JSPR after yesterday's price action, but every single stock on their pullbacks and jumps up gave 5 to 10% opportunities, but the home run of the day was phenomenal. We caught this one in the pre-market as it was pulling downwards. It consolidated and started to shift into strength, giving a highest point of possibility of 25% plus. Now, a lot of people have been asking, what is 42 Vision in the comments down below? And I'm always talking about it. 42 Vision is what lets me see the strength in the chart, the weakness in the chart, and when the transitions are happening from weakness into strength and from strength into weakness. You could see it right there. And this is something you can become part of as well. By joining the 42 Vision tier level, you gain access to my daily watch list, weekly watch list, and 42 Vision, which has given me the confidence to be able to see the strength and the weakness in the charts to maximize on opportunities. And this is all something you can become part of as well. Check out the link down below. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Ocgn stock, Ocugen Inc., and it's been pushing upwards after consolidating, but what really drove the push up this way, right? Since the 10th, the 8th, the 9th, all the way up towards the 12th, consolidating and taking off again. Well, the first thing is a little bit of hype mixed with news. And the reason being is because they got a new EUA approval in India. I've stated always that Ocugen is driven by the good news or any great catalyst for Covaxin in India or any part around the world, especially with EUA and FDA and anything of that sort. Now, Ocgn stock has a long way to go if Covaxin is going to come into the US markets. Okay, that still hasn't even happened. Those trials are still going on, and a lot of investors are also excited about that because if things are moving forward around the world, they're eventually going to move forward in Canada, the US markets, and even Mexico and down in South America. They stated that that could expand to all those areas, especially Covaxin with Ocugen, and then obviously the company Barak company. So this is super important for every single investor and viewer to be aware that this moves on news. When there's no news and nothing really going on, you can just see how things are very volatile through hype, speculation, but it stays within a channel, right? It stays within the same area. When the big moves happen, it's always been due to news. And I stated that to every single investor. Not every stock moves exactly like Ocugen because of news. Sometimes good news comes out and stocks don't even move. But Ocugen is one of those that anything great happens or any speculation or rumors are going on with Covaxin, it makes it move. And that's important, guys. Super, super important to realize how this moves and then how investors approach it, because within this move, the speculation and hype of news is one thing. And the second thing is there's a lot of retail investors piling on in. There's a lot of bulls pushing it higher. And eventually the fuse will defuse and we will see things come back downwards, or if this is real strength, consolidate at newer highs before it takes off to a newer level, which is what we're going to break down here in this video. But one of the things I want you guys to realize too, this move has to do with a little bit of a squeeze. Not a big one, but a small one, and we're going to see why. So there was short shares available, 0 in the last few days. In the last 16 minutes, 150,000. And if you look at the chart, things are moving up today. So the short share volume the last several days has been in the 50s, and what will confirm this is if it goes below the 50s into the 40s going into tomorrow or the next day. That's going to be a big indicator that some covering has happened, and the reason why the covering is pretty impressive or impactful to the chart is because the days to cover is 1.7. We've talked about others in this whole entire channel that have 0.08, 0.04, a lot more flexibility, right? They have the flexibility to become a short, then a bull, then re-short at the newer highs, and then bring it right back down, then recover if it starts going back up, then re-short it, and then all of a sudden start pulling it down and down and down, because they have the flexibility and leverage over the charts to get in and get out. In this case, 1.7 is a pretty high days to cover, and anyone that covered here was forced to stay. Some people probably started a new short position here, tried pulling it down, and then all of a sudden, the ones that did not cover, that were down here somewhere, trying to be bullish on their bearish position, turned out to have to cover and turned out bearish on their own bearish position, which was their shorts, covered it and had to turn from bears to bulls. So the only leverage right now that the bulls have over the bears is that days to cover at 1.7. That is a tremendous leverage to the bulls to force shorts and bears to have to cover and stay covered. They don't have the flexibility to go in, come back out, re-short, unshort. This right here is a huge, big leverage for the bulls. And you could see it in the chart. They've brought it up from $7 all the way to the 10s. It came back down a little bit, probably some profit taking, but it's showing strength. The only time of weakness was right here in between the 12th and the 14th on the 13th. But right now, what do the bulls need to break through for this to continue going higher? If we zoom out, the most important number is obviously the highs of the day, 1060, 1062. But right here, based off the history of the chart, 1104. If you want to round it down to $11, you can, or round it up to 1105. But in that area, if the bulls can break through that and turn that into a support, there are some shorts that will possibly get trapped and could create an even larger short squeeze opportunity for Ocgn stock to skyrocket to newer highs, new resistance levels, and even after this positive catalyst and news for the company and the Covaxin movement, with Ocugen being a partnership with it. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. This is phenomenal for Ocgn stock. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.